Ninjago tier list. I'm going to be ranking all of the seasons today and installments because some of these aren't seasons. I know I did one of these not too long ago, but my opinions have changed quite a bit since then, and I thought I'd update the list accordingly. First of all, the pilot episodes. These are a very solid introduction to Ninjago's world, characters, lore, etc. They have fun moments and some alright action. I think these are solid. I think there's nothing particularly wrong with them, but there's nothing like exceptional either, except for the music. That's really good. Just about the same goes for this one, really. I think it's been long outclassed. Back in the day, it was my favorite of the seasons until Tournament of Elements came out. But I think since then, it's been long outclassed by better seasons. Yeah, I think very fun introduction to the world and characters and lore. Pretty much just what this one did, this one also did. Pretty much just a bit better. Season 2, I'll throw this in alright. I used to like Season 2 a lot. I think it was my favourite at one point when I was a kid. But in hindsight, there's so much stupid stuff in this season that just makes it feel like a fever dream more than a planned conclusion to a show.
Grab a plate! Ninja, go! Get them! We're falling! Use your hood as a parachute! Woohoo!
Rebooted. I think this one is slightly better. I don't know, I kind of just rank these in the same spot. I think they both have things to like, but both have a bunch of questionable, stupid stuff too.
Brother? Brother.
Season 4, Tournament of Elements. This one is very good. Great story, great characters, great villain. Chen was fantastic. The Zane plotline was really good. Just really good season all in all. They covered all the bases really well. This was back in the day my favorite, but then was pretty much immediately outclassed by Possession, which I just love. I know some people don't like this one. I know this is a mixed bag for some, but I don't know, I've just always loved this one. I think the plot was super fun. I loved Morrow. I love the art direction. Cole turning into a ghost was great. I think there's just so much to like about this season. Skybound. We'll throw it here. This season is very divisive in the sense that people will either think it's good or it's bad. And I think it's just okay. I don't think it's particularly great, and I don't think it's particularly awful. There are creative decisions I think are questionable, like removing the wanted ninja plot so quickly, turning Dareth into a creepy sexist.
Oh, hey, sweetheart. Mind sticking around for a segment to teach girls how to apply makeup?
Reversing the plot of most of the season at the end. But it's still a fun ride. With some great J&E character work, by the way. Day of the Departed. We're going to throw this one right here in great. Actually, no, I'll throw it in the upper echelon of good. I really like Day of the Departed. I love the Cole and Yang stuff. The visuals were really, really good, minus a couple plasticky looking shots. There are some really stupid moments.
Then I give up.
But all in all, I think this is a really fun special and great homage to the series up to that point. Hands of Time, and this one goes right down over here in the help me category. I don't like this season all that much. I think it's okay, I guess. I think it's like just barely not bad. I think the writing is pretty weak. I don't think there's many plot lines that are that investing. But it's alright, I suppose. I mean, it at least has advancing the plot going for it. I'll say that. Sons of Garmadon, straight up to season 8. Straight up to S tier. This season is absolutely fantastic. I love how it expanded the lore. I love how it expanded the characters and just the general scope of it, and you know, fleshed out the consequences of a giant snake terrorist attack on a city, and I think that's really cool. Very untouched ground for shows of this age rating. Hunted, pretty much same thing. Hunted is just more of what made this great. These are just two fantastic seasons. March of the Oni. I know this opinion will annoy some, but this is my favorite season. I absolutely love how it continued the themes of these, how it continued Garmadon and Lloyd's story. The Oni invasion was fantastic and I loved every second of it. I think endings was wonderful. I think this season is just fantastic. I love it. More of what made these great applies to Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu, another controversial season. I loved how it continued the themes of March. I love the new animation for the most part. I think it had some jank shots. I love pretty much most of the episodes, minus the absolute worst, which I still quite enjoy. I think the Ice Emperor and Vex are some of my favorite Ninjago villains ever. I love the Lloyd and Nikita story. I think this is just a really, really good season. Prime Empire. Straight up, just kidding, down to the help me tier. This season had next to nothing to contribute to Ninjago's greater lore. Like, it developed the side characters well, but they haven't had speaking roles in ages, so does that really matter that much? The ninja themselves, the characters we've been following for 10 years, get next to no growth whatsoever, so in the greater scope, when there's no major consequences on the world or that, it just feels incredibly inconsequential. Also, Unagami is a very inconsistent and poorly written villain in my opinion. The visuals and art direction, I will say though, are fantastic. Master of the Mountain. This one is very good. I don't know where to put it here. I'll throw it here-ish. I don't know where to throw it. We'll just say these two are equal. I love Master of the Mountain. I think this one was really good. I have issues with it. I do have my issues, which I will cover at some point. But I think this one was really good. The Island. Throwing this one in the great tier. I love The Island. It's such a fun romp. The Island fixed my issue with Prime Empire as well. I think it's a Prime Empire L that it took us a year to understand why it was worth watching this season, but I'm glad the Island gave it value to the lore in hindsight. I think that's a huge win on the Island's part, and I appreciate Prime Empire more for it too, even though I still don't like this one that much. And last but not least, Cbound. In the great tier. I thought Cbound was wonderful. I love the Nia story, Kalmar was very fun. It made me, The Island and Cbound made me like my two least favourite seasons a bit more, and I appreciate that a lot. I think this Wojira story was really fun. I love how they built up Wojira. I love all the settings in this arc. I think it was really good. So yeah, this is my current tier list of the Ninjago installments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to please the YouTube algorithm and all that. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.